Hello, children. Welcome back to the session. So, today let us continue the session with Chapter 2 Is Matter Around Us Pure? Children, today in this session we'll learn how can we obtain different gases from air. So, children, as you know, air is a homogeneous mixture of number of gases such as nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and inert gases. In inert gases, argon is the major component along with small amounts of helium, neon, krypton, etc. So, we will discuss only about argon, which is the major component of inert gas. And the percentage of nitrogen in air is 78, and argon 0.9, and oxygen 20.9, and few percent of carbon dioxide is also present in air. So, children, we cannot see air, and we breathe in oxygen, we breathe out carbon dioxide. We know that. And can we see that oxygen what we breathe in is oxygen? Can we see oxygen? And can which we are breathing out carbon dioxide, can we see? No. We can just feel the air, but we cannot see which is carbon dioxide and which is oxygen. Just we can feel the air. So, children, so here air is a, because of this reason, air is a homogeneous mixture. Okay. So, I would like to ask you a question. So, many of we, when we fall ill, we go to hospital. In hospital, many of you have you noticed an oxygen cylinder in which liquid oxygen is present? Did you see? As oxygen cylinders are there now, will be there in the hospitals. So in that liquid oxygen will be present. But we know that oxygen is in the form of gas in atmosphere. Then how do we get this liquid oxygen which is present in the hospital in oxygen cylinder? From where do we get that liquid oxygen? Is there any shop which sells this liquid oxygen? No. Then how is this liquid oxygen derived? How do we get this? Yes, children. So today in this session we will learn how to separate this mixture of gases by fractional distillation. Okay. So here which method is used to separate the gases? Fractional distillation method. So how it is separated? Yes, let us learn in detail now. So children, here this is the apparatus setup. Okay. And in this apparatus only the air is passed, because air is the mixture of so many gases now, and it is passed and the different gases are separated using this apparatus setup. So how it is, let us learn now. So first, air is passed through a filter. So why it is passed first through the filter? As because in air we see so many dust particles also. Is it? Not only oxygen, not only carbon dioxide, there are many dust particles are also present in air. So to filter out those dust particles, air is passed through this filter. Okay. Then through filter, it goes into the compressor here. And here air is compressed under a pressure. And as compression takes place in air, the molecules will be moving freely. Is it? As compression takes place, what happens? The molecules will start to collide with each other. And as they start to collide with each other, kinetic energy increases. And as kinetic energy increases, there will be rise in temperature. And because of this rise in temperature, the air becomes hot. Okay. And that hot air is passed through this tube. And so what is this now here? So you can see the spiral ring. So what is that spiral ring? And you can see here freezing cold water in and water out. So children, if you have watched my video of fractional distillation and simple distillation, in that I have explained about the water condenser. So in that I have explained how the function of water condenser, how the water condenser works there. Okay, if you have watched that video, you will understand it clearly. So if you have not watched the video, please watch that video of fractional distillation and simple distillation to understand this video, how to separate the components of air. Okay, so if you don't understand that, you will not understand this also. So better watch that video and then come to watch this video. So here, as the hot air, now let us continue our session. Okay, as the hot air comes to this part, what happens here? Freezing cold water is passed through this spiral tube. As this cold water passes, will be passing here, this movement of this water will be continuous. It will be continuously flowing. Cold water will be continuously moving through the tube. So because of this, the temperature will decrease here. Is it the hot water? What happens? The temperature of the hot water will start to decrease. That is, the water will condense. The water will condense the hot air. Okay. So this hot air will be present here. Hot air will be present here, and this spiral tube in which the freezing cold water will be passing, that will condense the hot air, and the because as it condense, the temperature will decrease, and as the temperature will decrease, kinetic energy will also decrease. As kinetic energy will decrease, there will be a force of attraction and there will be a change in state. The hot air will change its states from gaseous to vapor, and it will be collected as the liquid here. So here the air will be liquefied. What we say? The air is liquefied. Okay. And this cold compressed air is then passed through this tube to the separator. In separator, what happens here? Again, the temperature is lowered. The temperature is decreased. So as the temperature decreases, what happens? Carbon dioxide will sublime. Okay, sublime. It will change its state and it will become dry ice. Carbon dioxide will become solid, and in the form of solid carbon dioxide is called nothing but dry ice. And in separator, because of the low temperature, carbon dioxide will be collected out as dry ice. So which were the gases present till here? Carbon dioxide, then oxygen, argon and nitrogen. Now carbon dioxide is separated. So which are the gases left out? Oxygen, argon and nitrogen. Okay, and this oxygen, argon and nitrogen are now passed through the expansion jet here to the fractional distillation column. They are passed to fractional distillation column. So this is the fractional distillation column. Okay. Yes. So what happens in fractional distillation column? Already I said you. If you have understood the fractional distillation, you will understand about this fractional distillation column also. So in fractional distillation, the fractionating column, the gases, what happens there? The repeated distillation takes place. Is it? Repeated distillation takes place, and the more volatile liquid will change its state first and will be collected. So in the same way here also, which is the more volatile gas present now here or liquid present here? Nitrogen, argon and oxygen. These three gases are present. So here in fractional distillation column, what happens? Again, they will raise the temperature. Temperature is raised. As temperature increases, the liquid will start to heat up, and there will be rise in temperature from again 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in that way. Then the boiling point of nitrogen. Okay, the boiling point of nitrogen is So I'll write here nitrogen is 77 Kelvin. Okay. And boiling point of argon is 87 Kelvin. And oxygen, boiling point of oxygen is 90 Kelvin. So whose boiling point is less? Yes, nitrogen. So as the temperature increases and as the thermometer will show the reading 77 Kelvin, what happens? The nitrogen starts to boil and it will change its states from liquid to vapor, and those nitrogen vapors will be collected at the top of this fractional distillation column. Okay, and further as the temperature increases to 87 Kelvin, then slowly argon will start to boil, and then it will change its state from liquid to vapor. Then below nitrogen, argon gas will be collected, and it will be nitrogen will be passed through this tube and will be collected in a separate funnel, separate flask, and then oxygen also will be extracted through that pipe. Then as the temperature will increase to 90 degree, oxygen, now it's the time for oxygen to boil. So then the oxygen boils, the vapors are collected, then condensed, and they are transferred to the separate container, and hence this condensed vapor will be collected in the form of liquid oxygen. Okay children, understood now? So the gas which is more volatile means which will change its state from liquid to gas at low temperature will be collected first, and then argon is less volatile here when compared to nitrogen, so it will come out here. After nitrogen will pass out through this tube, argon will start to boil, and then it will change its state from liquid to vapor and it will move out from this tube. Then oxygen will reach its temperature boiling point, that is 90 Kelvin. Then the vapors will be formed and that vapors will be condensed and then will be collected in the separate container, and that is nothing but the liquid oxygen which you find in the hospitals in the oxygen cylinder. Okay children, so this is about all the process of separating of components of air. I hope you understood it. So thanks for watching the video.